I personally, I am obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed
我真係好
and almost angry that
好唔開心。
the tradition of composers and players
作曲家同埋演奏家
has almost disappeared.
呢個咁樣
Give
嘅
you a
傳統
specific
冇咗
example.
啦。
If we were to take piano,
如果我哋講鋼琴嘅話咧，
okay, and start with say 1780, 1790
80、80、90
till 80,
直至大概
40, you
1840
had
我哋會有
you had Mozart, you had Bach, of course.
Bach
Okay,
啦
you had
Bach
Mozart,
莫扎特、
Haydn,
海頓、
Beethoven,
貝多芬、
Schubert,
舒伯特、
Chopin, all of
肖
them,
邦，佢哋全部
and
都係，
Schumann, of course.
Don't
Okay,
Schumann.
all of them composers
佢哋
and
都係
players.
作曲家，亦都係
And Liszt, which was the composer player,
最緊要嘅一個作曲家、演奏家。
will go down now to the 20th century.
到20世紀，
Debussy, he was okay, but he was not a very good piano
但係唔
player.
係彈得好好。
Okay. Then I'm beginning Rachmaninoff, very good. Prokofiev,
胡嘉
so-so. Shostakovich, so-so. So the last major composer player in piano,
最厲害嘅吉他呢個鋼琴家，
Rachmaninoff, who died in
作曲
49.
家。
Very few other people. I'm trying to think. There is a huge exception, however,
嗱，有一個好
enormous
例外，
exception,
有一個
and
例外
that
就係
I'm very proud to
好開
point
心就
out,
係話
and this is pop groups. Pop.
喺流行音樂裏邊。
Beatles, Rolling Stones,
Ah.
Eagles, everybody
Rolling Stone.
compose and play.
佢哋都係作
Compose
曲同埋
and
去
play.
演奏嘅，
Because people in the classical music
因為喺
think
古典音
that's the
樂
only
裏
thing
邊，
that matters. I am a huge fan
佢哋
of
話
pop. Okay,
佢自己
and
佢好
I'm
鍾意
so pleased that
好
one
開心。
more immense, important classical
有一個
tradition
好重要嘅
has been
古典
continued by
嘅
pop.
傳統喺流行音樂裏邊係延續住，
and also to some extent in jazz.
亦都喺爵士裏
But in classical
邊。
music,
喺古典音樂，
it's almost dead. And I'm
基
so
本上
glad
冇
we have somebody
好
who's
開心。
very much alive.
阿杜丹喺度。
Half alive. Okay. It's a great pleasure to be here.
好開心喺度，
Yeah. It's really a fantastic opportunity.
好好呢個好好嘅
Yes,
機會俾
yes,
我哋。
yes. And I had great opportunity to play with Alvaro.
仲要同阿 Alvaro 一齊。
That's right. So I just wanted to say that
首
first
先，我
and
就想講，
thank Andrew and Albella, of
Told you,
course, who have
Andrew
organized
and
everything. No. You have to thank the people that are responsible for
Okay, you
organizing
thought,
things.
how
It's
you-
hard to organize.
去組織呢一個活動。
Yeah. And I was talking earlier on, I organized
Just-
one
just-
festival 2 years ago.
2年前我都組織過咁樣嘅音樂節，
I almost had a heart attack.
差啲心臟病發，
It was so hard to organize.
好難，
Very hard to
非常
organize. So anyway, I know
所
how
以我
hard
知
it
道
is.
到底幾困難。
Okay. I'm not sure
我唔知道
what to start with.
到
I
底點
think
樣開始，但係
I will try to be kind of pretty
see
concentrated. So
我集中係
yeah, I think I might start with my Byzantine theme and variation. This is a
我嘅
piece.
一個拜新田
Uh-huh.
主題變奏，
Yes, it's a piece for guitar and string quartet.
係俾吉他同弦樂四重奏。
That's right. And when I was a student,
當我有
I
學生嘅時
studied guitar and composition.
候，我學吉他
Studying
同埋
composition.
作曲
Yeah, studying composition. I was very much involved with avant-garde.
我係中意前衛音樂，
Yeah, avant-garde music
前
at
衛
that
音
point.
樂
Darmstadt School.
係個德國嘅前衛音樂。
Okay.
I
No,
got
no, no,
it. I
that's
got
good. That's good. Yeah, I was just kind of curious to hear how you will pronounce Darmstadt. Okay, very good. Yes. And then I changed
然之後我改
at
變，
some point, and I got more
我
interested
就變咗更加有興趣
in improvisational
去
music,
即興，
different kinds of ethnic
Tom
music,
there.
like the Balkan music where
好
I
似
come
喺
from.
巴爾幹本 到嘅嗰啲咁嘅民間音樂。
And so this is kind of like a
所以呢個
this is representation
係代表咗
of this change in my interest.
呢一個改變佢呢個咁樣嘅呢個興趣。
Right. So this is guitar and string quartet.
呢個係吉他同埋佢嘅成就。
So I think Andrew, it would be nice if you can.
Just give me one moment. I'll
Okay.
bring this in.
Do you play from the computer?
Yeah. Well, it's just guitar and string quartet. So, okay.
Yeah, because it's much easier for you to translate.
I will play some solos,
嗱，我應該會彈，我亦都會彈一啲。
but there are all kinds of ensembles,
I know,
orchestral
although,
things,
okay.
so you will have
其實你
to
都會
look at the videos.
你會睇嗰個錄像裏邊見到有其實有啲樂團咁嘅嘢。
Okay, which one would you want?
Byzantine theme and variation. This piece is much longer, but I
好
thought
長，
I'd
其實
just
會長好多嘅。
I'll just give you small
俾你少
segments.
少嘅
Small
品嚐。
segments. Yeah, yeah. So what I'll do next is I will play
跟住我就係
a solo guitar piece, which is
一個獨奏吉他，
yeah, which is based on fairly similar
係喺基
language. You could say
差
language.
相似嘅一種音樂語言上面嘅。
So this one is
呢
called
個叫做
Levantine Suite.
Levantine 組曲。
Yep. I should perhaps say a few things about this.
呢一隻歌咧就係
I have studied very much at some point
我學習過
the Renaissance counterpoint,
呢個文藝復興嘅對位。
and I wrote a whole book
我寫咗一本書係關於
about like a Palestrina style, Palestrina style Renaissance counterpoint.
嘅文藝
And
復興
so I
嘅對位。
use a lot of these
我用咗好
Palestrina
多
style
嘅呢啲嘅
counterpoint.
嘅嗰個對位法，
However,
但係
with sort of more like volcanic and
有一個巴爾幹
Middle
半島
Eastern
嘅
ornamentation,
嗰啲咁樣嘅裝飾音，
right, which is perhaps closer
或者係
to the Byzantine tradition actually.
去比較接近嗰個叫拜占庭嘅傳統，
It's an invented world.
係呢個係我創作嘅一個世界。
Thank This is a largely improvised piece, so there is some
好多係
form.
即興嘅呢邊。
Yeah, there is some form, but there is a lot of improvisations in
但係裏
between.
邊主要係一個即興嚟。
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Then I thought what might be interesting is
有趣我哋會講。
yeah, to show something really in the same line of development,
再同一個
but for a large
發展
group. So
大一
that
個
was
大啲嘅。
this is this. Let's see. I hope you have it there. Contemplación de Misterio Cherubon. Okay. Okay. So maybe I'll say a word. Okay. So this is
呢個係啦，
this is a commission I had from
一個
a
委約
German festival.
係一個德國嘅音樂節嘅一個委約嚟嘅。
And this German festival had this ensemble.
佢
That's
哋
their
有一
early
個
music ensemble.
叫早期音樂
That's right.
嘅
So there,
Cartoon.
yeah, there were. I'm trying to remember now exactly how many. I think like 8 vocalists.
有8個係唱歌，
Yeah, 8 vocalists, 7 recorder players,
7個牧童笛，
viola da gamba,
嗰個我叫嘅
yes,
中
contrabass,
鼓嘅大提琴，
contrabass,
同
and
埋一個低音
and mandolin soloist. So no guitar, no
曼
guitar.
陀鈴，唔係吉他，曼陀鈴。
That's right, that's right. Then I kind of contemplated a bit about the mandolin,
點
and
樣將嗰個曼陀
I
鈴
thought how mandolin is not going to work with this ensemble,
點
so I
樣
chose
將佢，
a Baroque mandolin,
所以佢係用咗一個巴洛克嘅曼陀
which
鈴，
is slightly different
現代嘅有
tuning.
少少唔同。
And also because in Aachen, this is the place where this
其實呢
is.
個地方叫阿係，
They have a cathedral which was
Yeah,
built on the
oh.
Byzantine architectural
係一個
base.
拜占庭嘅咁樣嘅建築。
They wanted me to do something that's connected with the Byzantine
希
music.
望我做咗一個同呢個拜占庭音樂有關嘅咁嘅作品。
So again,
So
then there is a connection here
you
with the
have got
Byzantine
the-
language and
呢個拜占庭嘅語
right.
言、音樂語言咁樣嘅聯繫。
Byzantine music has essentially stayed monodic. You know, it did not.
基本上係單音，
Yeah,
係
it didn't develop like polyphonic
冇話
aspects.
叫複音
like-
樂，係佢哋冇好多線條。
Right. So this is kind of like
呢個就好似係
again, it's an invented world. I mean, this
呢
is
個係
not
我
really.
設計嘅，呢嘢全部係我諗出嚟，
It's not like this is really Byzantine music.
唔係話真
This
係
is my
舊時
sort of
嘅拜占
vision.
庭，其實係我嘅一個印象。拜
Yeah,
占庭
yeah. It's my vision.
係我嘅印象。
However, the text is based on Yanis Kladas,
但係嗰個文本咧，就係一個
That's right.
Yanis Kladas 嘅文
14th century.
14世紀
14th century, a Byzantine
係一個拜占
Greek
庭
composer,
嘅希臘作曲家。
and I chose this to be the
我
basis
揀
for
呢
the whole
個
piece.
作為一個
This-
呢個整個作品嘅
This
最基
14th
本
century
14世紀
chant.
嘅一個頌曲，
Right. So this is in Greek, the
係希
beginning,
臘文。
and then the second part is in old
第二
Russian, or called
第
so-called
二部分
church
咧
Russian.
係呢個叫俄羅斯，
Right.
係一個古老嘅教廷嘅俄羅斯，
So it's a bit of a
所以有啲係
Frankensteinian. It's
有
a
少少似呢個
Frankensteinian
科學怪人
combination.
嘅咁樣嘅將佢
Right.
組合咗一齊。
Right. Very improvisatory in nature, a bit
亦都係
similar
好
to
多
my
即興，
Levantine.
就好似我頭先個擺尖亭做過一樣。
And the text I
個
chose
文本咧，我揾嘅
is
就係
about carobs. I don't know if you've ever heard of carobs.
Carobs.
Cherubim or carobs.
哦
It's full of angels.
Yes.
係一個
Angels.
天使。
Right. And I kind of like these angels.
我中意天使，
They sounded friendly enough for me.
對我嚟講係好友善。
So anyway, why don't we listen a little bit
I'll tell you, thanks.
to you get an idea. It's much longer. It's like 15 minutes.
15分鐘長。
But this is the first segment.
呢個係第一部分。
Yeah. Questions maybe?
問題
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is a fundamental music. It's kind of religious music.
係咪宗教音樂呢個？
Yeah, you could call it
你
religious
可以叫
music.
佢做。
I mean, it's based on text,
因為佢個文本
which is religious text.
本身就係一個宗教嘅。
It's considered religious text.
起碼我認為佢。
I don't know if it's religious music. You
但
could
係我
call it
係咪
religious
可以叫佢
music.
做
I mean, it's hard to know.
好難講。
I think for me, this is
對我嚟
more.
講呢個係
We talked about Nietzsche. You
我哋
know.
講過呢個年。
Okay, then I will not go very far into this, but Nietzsche has a distinction between Apollonian and Dionysian. Apollonian, it's sort of like
Apollonian
very
好
beautiful,
美
it's
麗，
like what the Greeks,
好
you
似
know,
希臘人咁樣嘅
came
嗰
out,
種
or the Chinese with the
Okay,
beauty of
中國
form.
對於美嘅嗰個。
So that's called Apollonian.
Apollonian.
Dionysian is kind of
另外
like
嗰個
wild
就係
and
一個
very
好
emotional,
狂野、
disorganized.
冇組織好
Right.
同埋有好多感情。
This is very Apollonian.
呢個係 Apollonian。
Right, right. So I have in my music these
喺我音
different
樂裏邊咧
directions.
有兩個唔同。
This is one of the
呢個
directions.
就
Is this what I would call
就
Apollonian
係叫做
direction?
Apollonian。
Okay, so maybe now to go to a different direction.
嗱，另外一個方向啦，而家再講。
Why don't we see now, this is kind of, I'm improvising a little bit. Let's see this Dionysian part. Okay.
我哋要揾另外一個方向睇睇。
Okay. Now, this is very old piece. It's called Crow.
好老嘅、好舊嘅一個音樂嚟㗎，叫做烏鴉。
Yeah. It was based on text, but Ted Hughes, a
Hey.
British poet.
係一個英國嘅詩人 Ted Hughes 嘅，
Ted Hughes, exactly. He was a British poet laureate, actually like
其實係一個
a
國家詩人，
fantastic poet,
非常
incredible
之
poet.
非
yeah.
常之
Yeah.
著名嘅詩人。
And so he wrote this. This music is about crow, about this bird, which is kind of like a semi-god,
但係嗰陣時就話佢
semi-person,
變成咗一個半人半神，
mythological. It's
係
very
一個神話裏
mythological.
邊嘅
Right.
一個咁人。
And I got this commission from a dance, so it's a
我
it's a
係
modern
呢
dance
一個
ensemble.
呢一個委約啦，我有一個現代舞蹈團攞嚟嘅委約。
Yeah, and a friend of mine was choreographer,
我朋友係嗰個要設計嘅條舞，
Gilbert Meunier, who lives in Paris.
喺巴黎住嘅。
Paris. And the dance group was in Los Angeles. We
嗰
had
個
this
舞團
premiere
咧就係喺洛杉磯，
in Los Angeles Theater Center. So
我哋係喺洛杉磯受演
So maybe we can see just
Yeah,
one segment.
嘅一段。
Yeah, ask something.
Yeah.
Is this the piece also that a singer from Quebec was
Yeah.
singing, no?
Yeah. I should maybe mention because this singer here, you know, this is a great singer.
嗰個有一個非常好嘅一個歌唱家，
Yeah. His name is Edmund.
叫 N
Edmund. It's a funny name. That's his name. But anyway, he's a great singer
好好
and
嘅歌唱家，
sings in New York.
喺
etc.
紐約。
And the jazz flutist James Newton is also
精
like
英咧
a,
就係一個好出名嘅爵士
yeah,
嘅長笛
he's
手，
like one of the best
其中
jazz.
一個最好嘅爵士長笛手。
Okay.
The first CD in my life I bought was from James Newton.
Oh yeah. Ah.
佢人生第一隻買嘅 CD 就係呢個。
Yeah.
Is it 17?
Uh, No. 1750. 1750.
On this Christmas the medical earth. Little boneless, little skinless, plowing with a linnet's carcass, reaping the wind, flashing the drumming in a cow's skull, dancing with a gnat's feet, with an elephant's nose, with a crocodile's tail. Grown so wise, grown so terrible, sucking death's moldy tears. Sail my finger,
Yeah, it's a long piece too. It's like
亦都係好
almost
長，
half an hour.
半個鐘頭。
Yeah. It's really it's a blues. It's
Echo,
really a
well, blues.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Balkan blues. It's a
一個
combination
巴爾
of
幹到嘅
yes. It's and this singer is a gospel singer as well as
唱嘅一
classical.
個係一個美國嘅唱宗教樂，
So maybe I'll do a little bit more guitar.
有時吉他。
Yeah. Any questions?
冇問題。
No? It was hard for the singers, for the dancers.
好難呢隻嘢，比
Very hard to do
非常非常
this. Yeah. Because everything is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, it's just like very complicated, so they have to dance.
So
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Anyway, that's okay. So I think I'll play you perhaps 1 or 2 movements of my African sketches.
啊，佢呢個係個非洲嘅嘅手橋，係
Yeah.
兩個大一至兩樂章。
short little sketches. They're called
African
African sketches.
叫素描，非洲描。
Why African?
點解非洲？
Why African? Because they're based on African marimba patterns.
因為係用嗰個節奏。
It sounds unbelievable African.
Yeah, it's very African. Actually, like all these. It's very African as a
真係。
groove. However, I didn't mention because I can't talk about everything, but the middle section
中間個部分
is based. It's a Richard Carr according to Canova da Milano actually.
係一個米蘭
But-
Milano 嘅一個 Richard Carr。
Yes, yes. For example, I don't know if this is necessary, but since I'm already saying
我已
this,
經講過
yeah. For example, this section here.
呢一個部分啦。
In the middle section is the same.
係一樣嘅，
And together,
一齊。
see. So this is called stretto when there's like the teams are
將
very
兩
close
個
together.
將佢擠埋一齊。
So Africans probably, they probably wouldn't be very happy.
非洲唔係咁樣嘅，呢個係一個
Where?
副格嘅。
Or maybe they would be happy. I don't know.
Where?
Yeah, they'll be. Okay, so since we are now more in this area of jazz
講到
and
爵
African
士同埋
music,
非
I
洲
think
音樂，
what might be good is Sevdalinka.
或者我哋下一隻係實驗。
Yeah. Sevdalinka, I talked with Andrew about Sevdalinka.
之前同佢
Yeah, Sevdak is really, as far as I know, a Turkish word, but we
係
use
一個
it.
土耳其嘅
We use it in Serbian and in Greek, right? Sevdak
係
is
非
supposed to
係
be
希臘，
passion.
就係熱情。
Yeah, Sevdak. Linka is, however,
Linka.
Slavic. It's
係
Slavic
一個
word. So it's a
南斯拉
combination.
夫嘅字
It's a
所以咧
combination.
將兩個字加埋一齊。
That's right. It's a combination. It's kind of interesting. So that's Sevdalinka. It's for
Sevdalinka.
2 guitars,
係俾兩個支吉他，
string quartet.
同埋一個
Very,
有聲
very good musicians. The duo is Newman Altman duo from New York. I don't know if.
Newman Oman
Yes, yes, exactly. They commissioned me for
係
this
佢哋
piece.
委約我
Yes,
寫呢
yes.
隻
The quartet is great.
個視覺上都非常好。
Anyway.
Okay.
Yep.
呢個係
classical,
古典
jazz,
Mike.
and folk.
同埋民間音樂同埋爵士中間嘅。
Yeah, lots of things in there are like
Okay, yeah.
written improvisations.
呢個係寫出嚟嘅即興。
Yeah. How are we doing time-wise? What is it?
We have half an hour now.
Okay, so I can't go forever. I think it might be a good idea to again kind of show you something really different.
好唔同一樣啲嘢俾你睇睇。
So I mentioned Richard Cars
講過
before.
頭先
Richard
講嘅
Cars,
Richard
yes, it is a 16th century
16世紀
Renaissance
文藝復興嘅
form.
一個樂曲式。
Anybody ever hear of Richard Cars?
有冇人知唔知呢咩？
Fantasia.
或者係
You heard of Fantasia? Same thing. Same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Richard Cars and Fantasia were interchangeable
呢
terms.
或者呢個同一樣嘢。
So I found Richard Cars
嗱，我揾到
for me like one of the ideal forms.
覺得佢一個最理想嘅曲
And
式。
Italian composers and
Italian
musicians, they
composer.
thought of Richard Cars as the ideal
佢
form.
哋亦都認為要出街係一個理想嘅。
So this is kind of educational a little bit, but the,
講講俾你。
yeah, the great Richard Cars and Fantasias were written by Narvaez,
嗱，Navarre， 嗱我哋好多人都識嘅彈吉他嘅。
Francesco Canova de Milano,
Milano
was
都
like
寫好多最佳，
my favorite.
係我最好嘅、最中意嘅作曲家。
And also, of course, John Dowland,
杜蘭
not written as Richard
當然
Cars,
唔係寫
called
直情係叫做
Fantasia. Fantasia.
佢寫係叫人曲。
So anyway, so maybe I'll I could play you one of my fantasias and
我可
then
以
we'll see what we can do. We don't have enormous amount of
唔
time.
係有好多時間。
I'll play you a little bit of.
我彈一彈。
So this fantasia is written
呢一
on
隻嘅
an old Serbian theme actually.
係一
From
個
South
塞爾維亞
from
南
South
塞爾維
Serbia.
亞嘅
That's right.
民
From
間
South
音樂
Serbia.
嘅主題。
Excuse me, when you say South Serbia, this is Macedonia or before?
No, this is actually South Serbia. No.
就係
Before Macedonia.
Yes, before Macedonia. That's right.
Okay.
Before Macedonia.
唔係馬其頓。
Or Macedonia.
Yeah.
Or North Macedonia.
Yeah,
Not the big changing the names.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a fantasia,
嗱
right?
呢個係個。 published yet?
It's published. No,
I just looked. It's not. But I don't
no, it's a production was no, it's published as Mario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mario Fantasia. Yeah,
Okay.
because that's the original name of this song. Okay. So let's see. 20 more minutes. Let's do a little bit of Mairi checkers for piano.
佢寫嘅一隻俾鋼琴嗰隻卡。
Right. So I found this Japanese pianist,
揾到呢個日本嘅鋼琴家
Yurika Takayama,
Takayama，
who just plays really great.
非常
So
好嘅
anyway,
鋼琴家
so this is in Geneva. So this was
喺日內瓦
yeah, this was premiered at Geneva. So this is a recording of the premiere.
係一個首演嘅錄音，
Same form for piano,
同一樣嘅曲式，
but much more crazy and you
但
know
係
you'll
有好
see.
多瘋狂嘅。
Dionysius.
Pardon?
Dionysius or Apollon?
Both. No, it's a good question. No,
佢都係
both.
佢都係理性
Some of
定
one,
係
some of the other.
感性，兩個都有。
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. That's in Geneva.
呢個係日內瓦。
Yeah. I said to her,
我同佢講，
Do you want me to simplify something?
使唔使我將啲嘢簡單化佢啦？唔使唔使。
So if we have a few more minutes, maybe we can do, if you're up for it, we can do the duo.
Really?
Yeah, sure. If you want to.
So I never found my music because the music is there up in the theater.
Ah,
But I found a copy.
okay.
But I mean, I remember.
Okay.
In any case, I'm playing half by heart.
Okay.
I cannot read. So
Okay, okay. So we have enough time for this, right? Okay.
thank you. I could have done much more money if I was a good singer. I like Rossini and Puccini and all the singers. So, I need to say again that I am extremely happy that
Oh, Hassan.
Mr. Super Dusha is sharing with us
同我哋
his
分享
music
佢
and
嘅音
his
樂
thoughts and his
嘅
knowledge.
諗法。
Thank you, Alvaro.
知識，
Me too, me too.
大家都
Very happy to be here.
好開心嚟呢度有件事。
And yeah, I think it's so we could tune, no? Do the practical. Still working your
Yep, still working.
final caprichos. The battery caprichos. So this no the
fell asleep.
No
That's a
can
good sign.
No can pass. No can pass.
How are we doing?
We have 6 minutes.
Okay, we have to play very fast.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if anybody has a quick question.
冇問題㗎啦。
Excuse me, Professor. Can you explain a little more about the strategy you use when two person improvise?
兩個即興到底係啲咩方法去做？
What do we do when we are both
Do you
improvising?
have a certain kind of strategy? So
有冇一個策略嘅咧？
I mean,
What do you mean? A certain kind of I'm sorry?
strategies like in jazz.
Strategy. With Alvaro, there is no strategy.
同啊，我請我點樣策略？
No, I'm joking. Well, you know, it's kind of we have obviously certain modes that we use,
我哋用某一啲
and
調
we
式
are。following. We are sort of following. You know, when we hear
我哋
different
聽到
notes,
唔同嘅
we
音，
kind of change.
我哋
You
就會
know,
識得點樣
we
去。
change the modes.
我哋改變嗰個調式。
Otherwise, you're just
如果唔係，
you're just doing what feels right. You know, it's kind of difficult to say what the better strategy.
呢個就係所謂嘅嗰個策略。
Yeah.
You mean this a piece of melody and then you change the mode, different mode?
Yes,
key.
yes. And also, we're dialoguing always.
Oh, yeah,
Dialogue,
okay.
I think, would be probably what you would explain as a strategy.
你可以講下個策略，我哋喺度對話。
So we're not all playing at the same time, but we have
唔係
accompaniment,
成日都一齊彈埋一齊
accompaniment,
有時候
more
會係
melodic
伴奏，有
that we
時係
switch.
主
And,
奏。
that's it.
Thank you very much for your presence.
Okay.